At the beginning of this story, a man named Nicholas walks into his sister's bar. Today is Nicholas' wedding anniversary. He has been married for 5 years. However, he is not happy with his marriage. So he tells his sister that he might get divorced. We'll get divorced soon. And my wife has a very strange habit. Every anniversary, she plays games with me. She hides a present in it. And I have to find these gifts through some gestures. But now much of his marriage is over. Later, when Nicholas comes home, he finds that his wife is not home. The table in front of him is broken. Glass splatters. He thinks it's strange. So he immediately calls the detective. As she searches all over her house, he suspects Nicholas, that his wife was involved in his disappearance. Because there is a lot of evidence in the house. This clearly shows that Nicholas was not having an affair with his wife. Nicholas is actually a school composition teacher. His wife named Amy was a writer. She was very famous. And now that the detective is suspicious of Nicholas, she takes him to the police station, where she asks him many questions. Also did not give the correct answer. But since there was no concrete evidence against him, the detectives have to leave him. The news spread all over the world. Nicholas' wife Amy suddenly disappeared. So everyone has suspicions about him and his sister. Greed for money made Amy disappear. They made Amy disappear. Nicholas comes home then. Here it is shown that his wife Amy is not only famous, but also very wealthy. When the country's financial situation deteriorated, these two lost their jobs. Later, Nicholas' mother falls ill. So he decided to leave this town, and decided to go to his mother. Although he didn't get any advice from Amy, he did not ask her for her permission. But she follows him anyway. However, a few days later his mother passed away. But he's still here. He won't go home. Nicholas' habits are very. He doesn't feel like working anymore. So Amy opened a bar for him. He ran it with his sister. He himself has become very lazy. He started running away from his job. In addition, his relationship with Amy began to deteriorate. They used to fight. He often hit her. Nicholas then got a job as a writing teacher at the school. There he meets a girl. And soon they understand each other. The story returns to the present. Detectives find bloodstains in Nicholas' house. This strengthens his suspicion of Nicholas. However, the detective learns from her neighbor that Amy does not see herself in her relationship with Nicholas. So she bought a gun. And when he looks in the bathroom, there's Amy's sample. He sends her to her lab. And when he received the report, he found out that Amy was pregnant. However, when Nicholas found out about it, he declined. He says she can't because she can't have children. There is no such relationship between us. The detective suspects him. So he doesn't believe what he says. And now a woman comes into his neighborhood. She is also expecting a child. Tell him that she is Amy's best friend. She always wanted a child. But Nicholas didn't want that. He had no such relationship with Amy. Nicholas is now suspicious of this woman. Because he was sure Amy couldn't talk to anyone like that in her neighborhood. She doesn't want to be friends with him either. He tells this to the detective. But he still doesn't believe it. After further investigation, detectives found Amy's diary here, stating that Nicholas' life is in danger. One of his associates says he's found something else against him. Now let's arrest Nicholas. But she couldn't. Because she has no hard evidence yet. Nicholas killed his wife or went missing. Then you can see a girl driving a car. None other than Amy. She transformed her appearance. She starts thinking about Amy one day, when she went to the bar to see Nicholas, where I saw Nicholas with the same student in front of the bar. Both stood very close together. Because they built a relationship. When Amy saw this, she became very sad. Because she always supported Nicholas. Although she comes from a wealthy family. However, she is still married to Nicholas. When she had no money and no job. Then Amy opened a bar for her. And now she's cheating on him. Then she can't stand it. She therefore decided to take revenge on Nicholas. She spends money from his credit her card. Everyone thinks Nicholas is rich. This is the output. Otherwise, she will have him sign the insurance papers. And give him the insurance money. As everyone thinks, insurance money is to blame. Nicholas killed his wife. She also made friends with her neighbor. Who will give birth to children? Who said I was Amy's boyfriend? Amy told her that her relationship with Nicholas was not good. Always has arguments and arguments. She did this to gain the sympathy of her neighbors. Otherwise, she intentionally left the sample in the washroom. The police would think that since Amy was pregnant, a baby would be born. Nicholas killed her because of her. Because she is a pregnant woman. Being punished for killing her. She sucks blood from her body. And she puts it on her floor and cleans it. For police tracking. And she was always playing games with her husband. On the anniversary. In it, she found a gift for Nicholas. But this time she played the game. However, she left her clothes and autograph for her detectives. Now he goes to his sister's garage. And he's surprised that someone bought a lot of stuff and kept it here. I looked it up. Aside from the useless stuff, there are weapons. Amy has been killed. His sister is very afraid to see it. Because in addition to Nicholas, she could also be caught in this case. But he leaves these things behind and walks away from there. However, the detective who always followed him. Come here with friends. And find the murder weapon. Both are then arrested. However, after a while Nicholas is released on bail. After returning home, he met a very good lawyer. And he tells him everything. He also says he never felt safe with his wife Amy. Somehow mental balance is bad. Nicholas then goes to see Amy's first friend. Accused Amy of cheating on him. We also had him arrested because he was violently accused. After talking to him, Nicholas learns that he is. Amy is getting revenge on him. He did the same with his friends. And now he goes to another friend of Amy's. Very rich. This rich friend of hers refuses to talk to Nicholas. Because he still loves Amy. I met Amy, who lives in a small town. When she went out with her neighbors. Then your money drops. Her neighbors can see that she has a lot of money. And as soon as the night is over they come to her house. And she steals all her money and walks away. Now she has no more money. She is sad and starts crying. Seeing this situation of hers, she calls her rich boyfriend. She still loves her. She called him. And when he comes, she says to him, Nicholas used to hit me. He always tormented me. His life was in danger. That's why he left this house. I don't want to go anymore. Then his friends take him home. And he says he can stay here for a while. Nobody comes here. It is revealed in town that everyone believes Amy is still alive. That's why everyone is marching for them. So I light a candle, hang a picture, and pray for you to come back. Nicholas says a lot of emotional things in front of everyone. Amy, I love you so much. The door of my heart and home is always open to you. So come back. This Nicholas disciple also stood in the crowd. Hearing that, she got very angry. So she told the media. Nicholas and I became relatives. Everyone hates Nicholas when he hears it. She is sure he made her wife disappear. She killed her. Then he goes to his lawyer. The lawyer tells him all the evidence is against you. They are pretty notorious. That's why I recommend going to an interview with a famous show. He says he loves his wife very much. You have to go there and accept all your mistakes. If your wife really is plotting against you, she needs to keep an eye on you through TV and the news. Because of what you said. Then Nicholas does the same. He goes to this show and says, I love my wife very much. Please come back soon. Then he pretends to cry. Amy also saw this interview with her best friend. When she looks at Nicholas, then she found out he was wearing the same tie I gave him. When she listened to Nicholas well. And now she finally decides to go home. However, her friends refuse to let her go. He wants Amy to always be with him. But now Amy's mind and her thoughts have changed. So she is now starting to get mad at her friends. Because he won't let her go. He stops her. When her friend left there. Then she started to leave scars on her body. And at night when her boyfriend came home from work. Accidentally. She brings him into her room. And there she brutally kills him. She is so brutal that her own clothes and her body. Bloody. Then she drove away from there. Drove back home. Where all the media already exist. What Amy saw was that he was alive and covered in blood. Nicholas is also in front of Amy's house. And she walks straight forward and hugs him. Nicholas still believed he was a big con man. That must be his new plan. He was then taken to the hospital. She tells all detectives. Learned in school when I was a kid. Me and my rich boyfriend were very good friends then. He always gave me letters. And on one anniversary, he came to my house. I ran to save my life. But he attacked me with a stick. I passed out. And taking advantage of it, he took me to a house by the lake. Where he did everything he wanted. And if you want proof, then go to his house and check the surveillance cameras. Actually, she reacted on purpose in front of the camera. And he tortures me. But there's a detective here who's been watching this case from the beginning. Begins suspicious of Amy. And she starts believing him all along. This detective asks you. If your friend kidnaps you, how did you come into this garage? You didn't answer this question. Instead, she angrily said to him, if you don't come back, then I would have put my innocent husband in jail. She then pretends to be unconscious. However, her detectives are totally suspicious of her. Nicholas then takes her to her house and tells her to end this drama. I know you are absolutely fine. And you killed a rich friend. And she was smart and confirmed first. Then she tells all the truth. But why? Who believes what Nicholas said? Because everyone was with Amy. Then, when I saw your interview, I was convinced you were the best for me, she says. And that's why I came back. Now Nicholas meets his lawyer and detective. And tells them all this. Detective says I have no evidence. He killed his friend to save himself. So if you bring this matter to everyone, he will not be arrested. He will not be arrested. One night when Nicholas was at home, Amy takes Nicholas. And when he saw Nicholas, he seemed afraid of Amy now. In any case, the next morning a reporter comes to interview. So, before she came, Nicholas said, you have to accept all this. This means that the purchase was made with a credit card. You raised your hand against me too. Because our relationship was not good before. But now it's okay. However, he clearly refuses to do so. I don't want to live with you. I want a divorce. She then told him that Amy would be the mother of your child. So you can't leave me. Nicholas is very surprised to hear that. So he gets angry and says it's not possible. There was no such relationship. Amy says I had his plans too. You don't remember, but I had this relationship with you. That's why I became your child's mother. Nicholas loses control after hearing this. The ground is slipping off his feet. That's why he hits him again. He says that I will not live with you. How can you act so humble? Then she said you have to live with me. That the whole world is against you. And if your child is born in the future, then I will plant hatred for you in his heart as well. Nicholas is now completely trapped. Because he knows that I am responsible for this child. So although he is helpless now, but he decides to live with Amy. Then there is an interview. Then they both announce that our child is about to be born. In fact, Nicholas compromised in this situation. This is how the story shows that if one of the two betrays her, her life takes a very bad turn. And they don't know what situation they have to face. Like what happened to Nicholas. Because he cheated on his wife. She was very kind to him. The other person in the couple also wants. These things don't come to mind very often. That they put you on the wrong track. Just like Amy did. She wanted to talk to her husband who fell in love with her. She might not have to see all that if she did. She betrayed many people because of her intelligence. That's why she's learned the lesson to always remain loyal to her partner. And just him. So, that's it for now.